Samara Kingsington of Drummond, you are here today to complete your test to join the Royal Court's Guard. A noble task, befit to only those with boundless courage, endless loyalty, and an incorruptible spirit. As of today, there is only one test left. A test of your swordsmanship. You have spent 2 years studying under Hammond Malrich of Drummond, and now with Hammond as your opponent, you will show to the court the fruits of your efforts. Are you ready, Samara?
I am ready, Dual Proctor.
Are you ready, Hammond?
I am ready, Dual Proctor.
Draw your swords. Remember, you need not win this fight. All you will be judged on is your mastery of the fundamentals and strategy against a more seasoned opponent. This fight will end once one of you has successfully disarmed the other, or managed to break the other's guard and gut the other into pieces in a horrible bloody...
Peter! Please take this seriously. Her test is tomorrow.
Right. Sorry. Swords in position. Begin.
Footwork, Sam. Make sure your feet are in a strong stance.
Sorry.
Make sure when you block my attacks, your arm remains stiff.
Yes, Master.
Sam, once again, your feet...
Winner! Samara!
Did you purposefully use poor footwork knowing I'd focus on that instead of the fight?
Pretty clever, huh, Master?
That's cheating!
Hey, you're the one always telling me to use my opponent's weaknesses to my advantage.
Fine. I'll give you that one. But you understand your opponent for tomorrow won't fall for the same trick.
I know. I'll just have to exploit something else.
Sam, this is serious. We've been training for 2 years. Peter and I have been your only opponents, and Peter isn't even much of a swordsman.
Hey, I've won once in a while. I think.
I've been using swords for 10 years now, but I can only simulate so much. Tomorrow will be a challenge I cannot fully prepare you for.
I'm ready.
Actually, can't we take a break? I need to go to the washroom.
Very well. Are you sure you want to be a King's Guard?
It's a little late to be asking me such things, don't you think?
I know, but it's not the great and noble position most people think. There's a lot of dirty work involved.
I've dreamed of doing this since I was a little girl. Remember when your dad stopped those crooks from robbing my parents' shop? That was when I decided I would also become a guard and help those in danger too.
My dad is a great man, but he was the exception.
Then I will be another exception.
I do hope you pass, Sam.
If I don't, there's always next year.
Well, we don't really need Peter to keep watch. How about we start up again without him?
Very well.
That footwork trick won't work on me again.
So you say. Hammond! I did it! I passed!
That's wonderful, Sam. I knew you could do it.
Hark! Did I hear you passed? Congratulations, Sam.
Peter! Whatever you're making smells amazing.
Thank you. I'm making braised mutton.
Braised mutton? Isn't that incredibly expensive?
Absolutely. We need something expensive to celebrate your victory.
Wow. You must have had a lot of confidence in me.
He was actually saying if you failed, you'd probably need a good meal to cheer you up.
Hey. No negative talk. Let's celebrate.
I appreciate you anyway, Peter.
Come on, let's eat.
Wow. We almost finished the entire mead bottle.
Actually, that was mostly you.
You like it? It's been fermenting for a long time. I've been saving it for such an occasion.
Aw, Peter. You didn't have to.
When else will I have an excuse to break out this thing? Speaking of which, I think we need a new bottle. I'll be right back.
Hammond, thank you for all your help. I couldn't have done it without you. You really are my best friend.
Oh no, she's getting sentimental.
No, I mean it. We've known each other since birth, and you've never betrayed me. I really wanted to join you in swordsmanship training, but my mom and dad couldn't afford to send me to the capital. I thought I'd be stuck in Drummond forever.
Once you turned 18, you shot out like a bolt of lightning.
Well, we also promised each other that we'd always stay friends.
Good lord, you remember that? We made that pact when we were kids.
Well, it's still true, isn't it?
Of course it is, Sam. Did you get your first assignment, by the way?
Oh, yeah. I forgot to tell you. They're gonna send me to Glenholm.
Glenholm? You mean my post?
Yeah. You're gonna be my training officer.
Is that right? Guess fate has decided to keep us together to the end.
I guess you could say it's fate. Though I did request you. Isn't this great? Now you get to correct my footwork while on assignments.
I'm sure your footwork is impeccable now if you've managed to beat the test.
Yeah, I suppose.
Bad news. The meat is all gone.
Boo!
It's getting late anyway. We need to get this one to sleep.
No, I'm not tired.
Yes, you are.
I am the greatest sword wielder in the world, and I demand that you go get me more mead before I cut you down!
Meadery is closed for the night. You'll have to wait till tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Good night, Hammond. Good night, Peter.
Good night, Sam.
Good night. You know you're gonna have to tell her eventually, right?
Not if it can't be helped.
Welcome to Glenholm, Samara. I'm Thomas, sheriff around here. You'll be working for me. Let me get one thing clear. I do not tolerate any funny business on my command. I run a tight ship here, and what I say goes. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Let me show you your most important tool while on the job here.
Chair, sir?
That's right, Samara. Do you know what this chair is used for?
I'm afraid I do not, sir.
You hear that, Hammond? She doesn't know what this chair is for. Are you sure you've been properly trained?
Yes, sir, but I honestly don't remember a chair being particularly important to the job.
Well, Samara, I'll tell you what this chair is for. It's for sitting on your ass. I'm messing with your lass. Have a seat. Nothing much happens here.
If it's all right with you, sir, I'd rather walk around town with Hammond. I want to get a feel for the place.
New people. Always anxious on their first day. Well, when the jitters settle down, she'll be waiting for you. Hammond, go ahead. Give her a tour.
With pleasure.
That's your boss?
He's not as bad as you think. Most sheriffs in this kingdom have gotten quite complacent. Be thankful your first post wasn't in the capital. They're complete slave drivers.
He's a buffoon. I think I'd prefer a slave driver. Why did you stay here? It's not like you to choose a post for the sake of taking it easy.
I guess I'm a little disillusioned these days. Besides, it's not like nothing happens here. The other day I caught a guy stealing from the market.
That's it?
It's as noble a job as any.
I suppose.
Please don't tell me you got into this for the adventure.
Of course not. But I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to it.
You'll have your chance.
Have you noticed anything weird going on here?
Weird how?
Well, this place just seems dead.
Dead? There are people everywhere.
Yes, but have you not noticed most of them are just staring off into space? Few, if any, are actually talking to each other.
I suppose you're right.
Has it always been like this?
I never noticed before. Though now that I think about it, more people have been quite lifeless lately.
Perhaps the war has dampened their spirits.
Could be. Let's not worry about that for now. I want to show you an important place over here.
Lead the way. Good morning, Thomas.
Morning, Samara.
Are you okay? You don't sound great.
I suppose I am feeling ill.
You're feeling ill?
Yes.
Oh. I am sorry to hear that.
Morning, Thomas. We're just checking in. Let's start our round, Samara.
Sure. Something strange is going on here, Hammond.
How do you mean?
A week ago, Thomas was this loud, gruff buffoon. Now he barely cares about anything.
Didn't he say he wasn't feeling well?
I suppose I am feeling ill, he said. Word for word.
There you have it.
I've talked to several people around town here, many of whom said they're also feeling ill. They all said the same exact thing, word for word.
That they are all feeling ill?
I suppose I am feeling ill.
That's curious. Perhaps a flu is going around.
Hammond, you're not listening to me. They're all saying the same thing, almost as if they've been told to say it.
Are you saying they aren't actually sick?
I don't know. I'm just concerned.
Maybe it's just a coincidence. Nothing ever happens around here.
So you keep saying.
Is something troubling you?
This town is very strange. Not just the illness or the repeated phrases, but everything here feels so mechanical and orderly. And it's becoming more and more so every day I come here.
How so?
Remember the innkeeper?
Of course, Thaddeus.
He was so nice when I first met him, and even told me to come back anytime. Now I walk into the inn to talk to him, and he tells me, if you are not interested in a room, then I'm afraid I can't help you.
Well, his job is to provide room.
It's not just that, either. This town has massive farmlands full of food and crops, far more than what all the people could possibly eat. Where is it all going?
Perhaps to the capital.
The capital has its own farmland, and what few imports it gets are in the form of building materials and odd trinkets found in markets.
Well then, maybe crop loss is greater in this region. It is a rather unpredictable climate.
Hammond, surely you can't argue with me that this town isn't the least bit off?
Every town in this world has its own unique personality, some of which might seem foreign to you, Samara. You'll understand more once you've had more posts around the kingdom.
Don't you think that's a dismissive attitude? I don't understand their culture, so it's probably normal?
I remember when I first came to this town for my post. I was also put off by their behavior. Kind and happy one day, suddenly lifeless the next. Eventually, I got used to it.
This has always been the case?
It's nothing out of the ordinary, I assure you.
Very well. My fears have been assuaged.
I'm proud you're keeping an eye out.
Thank you, Master. Actually, I need to head back to the station. I forgot to sign in.
Samara, wait!
It'll only take a second!
Hold on!
Oh! Hello, sir. I came back because I forgot to sign in.
Citizens of Glenholm, may I have your attention, please? I have a confession to make. I am not the man you think I am. I have done things ill fit for my role as sheriff. I have harassed my employees, let criminals get away because they paid me more than my normal salary, and even helped myself to items from the market for free, just because I was in charge. I am a key player in the rampant corruption this kingdom faces every day. But I will allow this no longer.
Sir, what are you...
I hereby resign my post as Sheriff of Glenhelm. May God have mercy on my soul.
Sir, wait! What? Hammond, what just happened?
I have no idea.
I sent word to the capital about this. I expect we'll hear back in a day's time.
Good. In the meantime, I will serve as acting sheriff. Are you okay?
My commanding officer just killed himself right in front of me, and the entire town cheered at the sight. I'm feeling a few mixed emotions right now.
I'm sorry, Sam.
What compelled him to do that? It was like he was possessed.
Samara, that's enough.
You can't possibly tell me now something weird isn't going on.
Just let it go, Samara.
Hammond?
That man made my life a living hell. Everything he said was true. He stole from the markets, bullied the villagers into giving him free things, harassed every woman in his vicinity, let crimes go time after time, just because they were able to pay him. I tried to tell the capital of his crimes, and they didn't care. I was denied a transfer by him just to get back at me for trying to report him. I don't know what force is at work that made him do that, but it's clearly a force for good.
Hammond, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
No. I'm sorry. I lost my temper. I'm curious about what's going on too. But for now, I'd rather just be grateful he's gone. If it's alright with you, I think I want to go for a walk.
Of course. I'll be here when you get back.
Thank you, Samara.
Welcome to the Roseboro Inn.
Who are you? Where's Thaddeus?
My name is Alice. I'm the new barmaid. Thaddeus said something about feeling ill and is resting. Is there something I can help you with?
Perhaps. Did the sheriff come in here regularly?
Every morning, from what I remember. Why?
You heard what happened to him, right?
Oh, yes. He killed himself in the town square. Such a tragedy.
Did he ever do anything strange when he was in here?
Funny you mention. There was a lady that came here every morning and took him into that room.
This room?
Yes, but
It's locked.
I have a guest staying there.
I can hear voices inside. Some kind of chanting?
Most residents here wish for some form of private... Wait!
What is going on in here? What are you doing with that man?
Samara.
Peter? Why are you wearing that robe? Who is this man on the floor? What is with all these strange decorations?
Samara, let me explain.
Did you have something to do with Thomas's suicide?
Yes, we did.
We? Hammond, what are you doing?
I'm sorry you had to find out this way, Samara.
Hammond, please tell me this is all a mistake. Please tell me you have nothing to do with all of this.
And what if I do? Is it really so bad that I removed a corrupt man from power?
That's not your call. We have a system in place. Stand down now!
The system is broken, Samara. Rotten. From the inside out. Leave our kingdom in the hands of human beings and they selfishly step on others for their own gain.
Then we can change it. But not like this.
You're so naive, Samara. You're far from the first person who thinks they can change the system from the inside out. Yet every one of them either ends up dead or falls to the very corruption they were trying to solve. Humanity has lost its right to their free will.
Is that what you're doing? Robbing people of their free will?
I joined a society that shares my concerns, that taught me how to live in a more peaceful time. If people aren't willing to change out of the goodness of their hearts, then we should make them do it ourselves. It's a complicated process that we still haven't fully understood, but every day we're getting closer.
So that's what happened to Thomas. You told him to kill himself.
That man deserved everything we did to him. Every day for a week we had to redo his treatment. Our subjects still lose all progress when they go to sleep. It's a lot of work we establish and control every morning, but it must be done.
What happened to you to make you so bitter? You wanted to join the guards to help the innocent like your father does.
I'm still that same man, Samara, but I now know how to protect the innocent.
So you do so by joining a cult in Glenholm?
We're not a cult, Samara. And it's not just Glenholm. We have people all over the kingdom.
Dear Lord.
Samara, surely you can't argue with me. You witnessed it yourself. I know, you don't have a grasp on the entire picture, but you will. I wouldn't be doing these awful things if I didn't think it would help. Don't you trust me?
I would trust you with my life, Hammond. But I can't let you keep doing this.
Then I'm afraid we have no choice.
No!
What? What did you do to me? I can't move.
We tried it your way, Hammond. She's not cooperating.
No, give me more time.
The moment she leaves this room, she'll report us to the capital, and then our heads will be on every wanted poster in the area.
There has to be some other way.
I told you this from the very beginning, didn't I? You swore that if we were found out, then you'd do whatever it takes to complete the mission, including removing anyone who finds out.
Can't we just treat her?
We've been over this. It won't work if she knows what we're doing before we start. She'll just resist. There's only one way to deal with this. I know she's special to you, but this must be done.
Peter, we've known each other our whole lives. How can you so easily talk of killing me?
Unlike Hammond, I am not the same Peter you once knew. That Peter is long dead.
What do you mean?
We don't have any more time for this. No one knows what's happening in this room. We need to dispose of her now. And if you won't do it, I will.
I think I have heard quite enough.
Daniel?
Father? What are you doing here?
Samara sent word to me that she suspects you were up to something sinister. So I came down to see what she was talking about. And I come into this inn and found this? My own son wrapped up in a cult?
You knew. All along.
I had some suspicions, but I hoped I was just being silly.
But Father...
Enough! You are hereby stripped of your rank and are under arrest.
We must stop him too.
Don't even think about it. This inn is surrounded by my men. You both can't defeat us all.
Maybe not, but I aim to try.
No!
Peter!
Disgraceful. My son's friend attacks the captain of the guard. I did you a favor by removing his influence. Now you're coming with me to be tried for your crimes.
I'm sorry it had to come to this. Goodbye, Father. Goodbye, Samara.
What did you just eat? What are you planning?
Hammond?
He's dead.
Dead?
Men, I need you to get her out of here.
Wait! What was that he ate? Wait! Daniel! Wait! Wait! Take me back! Let go of me! Hammond! No!
Hi. I just want to see how you were doing.
I can barely move.
A doctor is coming from the capital. Says he's seen this before and knows how to solve it.
Is he really dead?
I'm afraid so.
He's always been like this.
He has?
Well, not angry, like I saw today. That was foreign to me. But he's always been interested in magic.
Even though it's forbidden?
When we were young, we performed this ritual that supposedly bound our souls together.
You did what?
It was this silly ritual he found in a book, but nothing happened. Despite that, we promised no matter where we'd go, we'd always be together.
Is that why you wanted to join the guards?
Partly. Don't you have to get back to the capital?
Nonsense. I can stay as long as you like.
Thank you. But I think I want to be alone right now.
Very well. I will leave you be. But if you wish to talk, I'm available whenever you wish.
Thank you, Daniel. I'll see you again, Hammond. One day. I feel it.